Hi, good morning to one and all. Today I am going to explain how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams for simply supported beam subjected to UDL loads. Okay, here the problem given that draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams for a simply supported beam of length 8 meters and carrying a UDL of 10 kilonewton per meter for a distance of 4 meters as shown in figure. Here in this problem they given problem directly. Okay, that is they given diagram. Okay, it is the beam, it is the UDL load, it is subjected, it is applying on the beam from C to D at a distance of 4 meters. Okay, for this beam we need to draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams. For to draw the shear force and bending moment we need to calculate RA and RB. RA and RB are the reaction forces. So that first we need to calculate reaction forces. First we need to calculate reaction forces for the beam. Here taking moment about A and equals to 0. First of all we know that RA plus RB is equals to total load on the beam. Total load on the beam is 10 UDL. We need to convert this UDL into point load. For this first we need to draw beam, okay, with the given length. Here the length of the beam is, total length of the beam is 478 meters and it is the point C and it is the point D. Okay, B, D, C, A. Okay, here observe from C to D the UDL load is applying. I have to converting this load. This load UDL load is act at midpoint of C to D. Suppose it is the midpoint of C to D. Here the load, that is 10, it is applying at a distance of 4 meters. So that 10 into 4, that equals to 40 kilonewtons. It is the converter load. Okay, so that we need to give the length here. Distance from C to D to B is 3 meters and A to C is 1 meters. They given as usual. The load is acting at midpoint, so that it is 2 meters and it is 2 meters. Okay, now we need to calculate reaction forces. RA plus RB is equals to total load on the beam. Total load on the beam. Here total load on the beam is applying 40 kilonewtons. Okay, 40 kilonewtons. Okay, it is the equation 1. Okay, now taking moments about A and equals to 0. Okay, so that right side of A having one reaction force and one converter load, that is applied load. Okay, so that RB into RB is acting, RB is reaction force at point B and RA is reaction force at point A. RB is acting anti-clockwise with a distance of 8 meters from point A. RB into 8 minus, it is the UDL load is acting downwards, so that it is acting clockwise. It is taken as negative, minus of 40. The load is 40, it is acting a distance of this point to this point is 3, that equals to 0. Therefore RB into 8 is equals to 120. Therefore RB is equals to 15 kilonewtons. RB is equals to 15 kilonewtons. Substitute RB value in equation 1, will get RA plus 15 is equals to 40. Therefore RA is equals to 25 kilonewtons. RA is equals to 25 kilonewtons. Okay, Up to now we calculated reaction force, that is RB is 15 kilonewtons, RB is 50 kilonewtons, RA is 25 kilonewtons. Okay, from this we need to calculate shear force values. Calculate the shear force. Shear force at point B. At point B, acting reaction force, so that we have to take in before and after. Before load is 0. Shear force at point B. After load means we need to consider the reaction force. It is acting upward, so that it taken as negative. Okay. Next, shear force at point D. Shear force at point D. At point D there is no load applying, so that we cannot required to calculate before and after, so that only at one point, that is shear force at point D is equals to right side of D acting only one reaction force, that is 15 kilonewton upward, so that 15 kilonewton upward means negative. Next, shear force at point C. At point C there is no load acting, so that we can calculate one case. Right side of C having two loads, one is reaction force and another one is applied load. Okay, so that minus 15 plus 40, that equals to 25 kilonewtons. Next, shear force at point A. At point A applying reaction force, so that we need to calculate before and after. Before load, that is before reaction force, is we need to calculate right side of point A. Right side of point A only two loads, so that same load is we will get the shear force at point A. After load we need to consider the force acting on point A, that is 25 minus 25. 25 is the right side of A, that is 15 plus 15, minus 15 plus 40, that is 25, minus of 25, that is at point A the force is acting upward, so that it can be written as minus value, so that it is 0. Shear force at point A after load is 0. Okay, from the values of shear force at point A, B, C, D, by using this values we can draw the variation of shear force along the length of the beam. Okay, first draw the baseline. Okay, next give the notations A, B, C and D. Okay, at point B before load is 0. Next, after load is minus 15. Shear force at point D is before load, at point D minus 15. Next, shear force at point C is 25. Next, shear force at point A before load is 25. Shear force at point A after load 0. Okay, by using these values draw the variation of shear force okay, it is the shear force diagram for the beam. From this point to this point is negative and this point to this point is positive. Here at this point the shear force is 0, so that we need to calculate the location where the shear force is 0 for calculating the maximum moment. Here from B to D we know distance, so that I am taking distance from D to this point. Suppose bending moment at point Y, I consider this point, I am taking distance from D to Y is 0 or M. Okay, any point we can take. Okay, so that approximately it will get at this point. Okay, you need to calculate bending moment, maximum bending moment point is at point Y. Okay, next we need to calculate bending moment. It is the shear force diagram, and this one is baseline. Okay, next we need to calculate bending moment. Here bending moment at point P is equals to 0. That means both ends, left and right, is compulsory 0 for simply supported beam. At where the supports at that point is 0, bending moment is 0, we can calculate directly. Next, here give the values. Here this value is 15 kilonewtons and this one is 15 kilonewton. At this point 25 kilonewton, so that it is the 25 kilonewtons. Okay, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Okay, this point is Y. Before calculating bending moment, we need to calculate shear force at point X, at point Y is 0. That is, shear force at Y is equals to 0. We need to calculate the distance of X from D. Okay, so that right side of this point having one reaction force and some UDL is acting. It is the Y point. From this point, right side of this point having some load. Okay, so that we need to consider that load also. The reaction force is acting upward, so that it can taken as minus 15 plus 10. The UDL load is 10, which is applying on X distance, so that 10x is equals to 0. Therefore 10x is equals to 15. Therefore x equals to 1.5 meters from D. X equals to 1.5 meters from D. Okay, next calculate the bending moment. Bending moment at point B is equals to 0. Next, bending moment at point D, right side of D having one reaction force, it is acting anti-clockwise, so that it can taken as positive. Therefore it is the load having 15 into distance from B to D is 3 meters, that equals to 45 kilonewton meter. Okay, next, bending moment at point C. At point C, right side of C having two loads, one reaction force and another one is applied load. Okay, that is 15 into distance from reaction force to the point C is 7, minus of, here the UDL is acting clockwise, so that it taken as negative, minus of 40. From this point to this point is 2, so that the value is 105 minus 80, that equals to 25 kilonewton meter. Okay, it is the bending moment at point C. Similarly, we need to calculate bending moment at where the shear force is 0. That is, bending moment, maximum bending moment is equals to bending moment at point Y, that equals to right side of Y having two loads, one is reaction force and some UDL. Okay, that is 15 into 3 plus 1.5 minus 10 into, it is applying on a distance of 1.5 meters. It is the W into load, UDL load into distance. Okay, it is the W into distance. It is acting at midpoint of X, so that it can be written as 1.5 by 2. Okay, simplifying this equation, we will get the maximum value of bending moment is first I am simplifying 15 into 4.5, that is 67.5 minus of 1.5 square divided by 2 into 10, that equals to 11.25. so that 67.5 minus answer, we will get the value at this point is 56.25 kilonewton meter. It is the bending moment at point Y. Okay, now we calculated bending moment at maximum point and at point C and point D at point B. Similarly, bending moment at point A is 0. You can write directly. Okay, bending moment at point A is 0 because both ends of the beam, the bending moment value is 0. Okay, now draw the baseline. Next, give the notations A, B, C and D, and this one is baseline. This one is bending moment diagram. Okay, at point B is 0. Next, bending moment at point D is 45. Next, bending moment at point C is 25. Next, bending moment at point A is 0. Okay, and maximum bending moment at this region here, the value is 56.25. okay, from A to C is a straight line because there is no load from A to C. Next, C to D acting UDL, so that the curve, the variation from C to D is parabolic curve. Next, from D to B there is no load, so that it will get straight line. Okay, it is the straight line, and this one is parabolic curve, and this one is straight line. Okay, it is the positive bending moment, so that the value, the variation of the bending moment is drawn above the baseline. Okay, here the value is 45.